Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of a huge link between Stellar and Swift. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip of the head of the Bank for International Settlement, Augustin Carson, where he goes into detail and provides some details about how CBDCs will function and how CBDCs could affect the wider population when they are eventually rolled out around the world.
The key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also we will have the technology to enforce that. Those two issues are extremely important, and that makes a huge difference with respect to what cash is.
So, as mentioned by Carson, CBDCs are looking to become more integral within the financial sector in the foreseeable future, and this will affect all individuals involved in financial developments for years to come and just the wider population. So this news also is coupled with the Stellar team looking to make an announcement, a big announcement tomorrow, where we don't know what this development will involve, but you never know, it could be a significant partnership and potentially Stellar's affiliation with one of the largest organizations in the world. So one story and one potential link I'd like to talk about is how there is a link between Stellar and Swift, where Swift have actually come forward and actually noted to how blockchain integration will become imperatively more important, especially when CBDCs become a reality and rolled out around the world, where in an article entitled "Swift says blockchain integration more plausible than unifying CBDCs," the actual article detailed as to how Swift claims that interlinking existing systems with blockchains is better for the short term than bringing CBDCs together with tokenized assets in a single ledger. So with Swift actually highlighting to the importance of utilizing existing systems to enable CBDCs, future CBDC protocols to interact and interoperate and interlink. This goes back to a number of projects on the marketplace. So within the article, the Swift team actually noted to how Chainlink could be an optimal profile that could enable varying CBDCs and just general blockchain networks to interlink, and how the likes of Chainlink could be the all-encompassing infrastructure that enables frameworks and CBDC blockchain infrastructures to connect and allowing for interoperability. But there's a number of other links that could divert Swift's attentions and our attention to the likes of Stellar, where in an article actually published by Andre Kasserman, who spent 20 years at Swift, he actually detailed to how interbank payments will become increasingly more imperative and how fintech initiatives and protocols could be utilized to enable such interbank payments to emerge. So within the article published by Andre Kasserman, he actually noted to two examples on the marketplace that could enable interbank DLT networks to interact and interoperate, where he actually noted to how the XRP ledger and Stellar could be utilized to enable interbank systems and DLT infrastructures to connect and interoperate. So this makes no surprise really, especially in the case of Stellar, for example. Stellar is being used by so many large organizations around the world as we speak, including the likes of MoneyGram, in instances surrounding the sending of funds around the world and interbank protocols and development. So Stellar already has an abundant level of experience in terms of DLT innovations, interlinking, and the utility of the likes of Stellar for the sending of funds around the world, especially in the case of the MoneyGram database and offering. So with Stellar being at the centre of so many exciting initiatives, especially surrounding interbank and DLT utility, this could see the likes of Stellar becoming more widely incorporated into further developments, including by the likes of Swift. So as Swift mentioned in the previous article, the utility of existing blockchain systems will become imperatively more important, could be a more viable option compared to a overarching single ledger to connect CBDCs. So Stellar could be one framework that could allow this action to emerge, especially as Stellar is already working with a number of central banks around the world in view of developing their CBDCs in the case of the Brazilian and Ukrainian central bank. So the Stellar network could act as a all-encompassing infrastructure that allows for interbank and inter-CBDC interoperability and the sending of funds between these ledgers and nations at a given time. So time will tell though, and it'll be interesting to see how things play out and whether Stellar is utilised by the likes of SWIFT in interbank and inter-DLT innovations and communications. So this isn't the only development and potential utility surrounding Stellar's use cases, where Stellar's utility have actually been earmarked by the Hyperledger project development and the Interledger protocol, where Hyperledger actually noted to how the likes of Stellar and the Ripple consensus mechanism could be incorporated into blockchain infrastructure and to their very own infrastructure to speed up transactions. So it indicates how Stellar's network, especially its consensus mechanism, is highly attractive, especially in cases surrounding speeding up of transactions and the authorization of transactions in a seamless manner. So with all of these benefits and innate qualities attached to Stellar, Stellar could be a viable option for the likes of Hyperledger to utilize and other frameworks and organizations to actively implement and incorporate into their very own frameworks. So very exciting for Stellar, and it'll be interesting to see whether more organizations do turn to Stellar and actively implement and utilize Stellar's network for their very own developments and use cases. And finally, the Hyperledger team actually noted to how, due to Stellar being ISO 222 compliant, Stellar could be incorporated into further initiatives, especially surrounding interoperability, where XLM cryptocurrency could be a means of allowing for datasets to be passed between varying ledgers, where the Stellar network could be a middleman in such actions. And as I previously mentioned, the utility of Stellar could be an ideal option, especially due to its high scalability and its cost effectiveness. So the cost effective nature surrounding the Stellar network means that information that can be sent between varying ledgers through the utility of the Stellar network could be enabled a lot more seamlessly and more cost effectively compared to the utility of more traditional architecture and infrastructure and even other competitor DLTs. So very exciting, and it goes to show again the benefits Stellar's network provides and how Stellar could become an all-encompassing infrastructure that a number of organizations utilize, including the likes of SWIFT, and potentially allowing for CBDCs to interoperate and interconnect. But again, time will tell, and I'm more excited about the announcement that Stellar are due to make tomorrow. So only today to wait now, and I'll make a video giving you all an update about the exciting announcement Stellar is due to make and how this could impact all of us XLM token holders. So not long now, so stay tuned. What's your thoughts on Stellar? Do you think Swift will use Stellar? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.